Picture this, we are in a giant international courtroom. On one side, tiny island nations sit wearing snorkels and holding buckets, trying to scoop away rising seawater. On the other, industrial giants clutch briefcases stuffed with carbon emission reports. The judge slams the gavel and announces,
Case number 1, climate change versus the world.
it sounds like a scene from a political cartoon, but after a recent ruling, it could become a reality. On 23rd July, the International Court of Justice, the world's highest legal authority for disputes between countries, made a statement that could reshape climate politics. It declared that nations have a legal obligation to protect the environment, and if they fail, other countries can take them to the court. This wasn't a guilty verdict for anyone yet. It was what's called an advisory option. Think of it like a referee saying, from now on, that's a foul. It doesn't instantly punish players, but it sets a standard that changes how the game of football is played. In global politics, that kind of precedent can ripple far and wide. The countries most likely to use these ruling aren't the big ones. They are actually the most vulnerable. Nations like the Vanuatu, Tuvalu, and the Maldives are literally losing land to the sea. For them, this isn't about scoring political points, it's merely just about survival. They now have a stronger legal argument. Your emissions are sinking our homes and destroying our livelihoods and damaging our economies, and you owe us because their damage is visible, measurable, and more importantly, linked to climate change. Their case is definitely harder to dismiss. But who would they sue? In theory, major emitters like the US, China, or the EU could be in the hot seat. In reality, it's not that simple. The International Court of Justice only works when both sides agree to be judged, and many of the largest polluters haven't given that consent. It's like trying to tag someone in hide and seek when they're standing outside the playground. Still, the possibility of being sued, even without a trial, can shift the mood in climate negotiations. No one wants to be cast as the villain in the world's climate courtroom. Even if a case did make it to the trial, winning would be extremely tricky. A country would need to prove two things. Number one, that the another country's emissions directly caused their damage. And number two, it broke international law. Climate change is a global team project. Everyone's emission mixed together. Think logically, the 7 millimeter rise in the sea level in the Philippines can be caused by the Chinese gas emission. But is it really the Chinese gas emissions or someone else's? It is extremely difficult to track. But science is catching up. Researchers can now link a portion of the destructions from storms, floods, and droughts to specific emissions from certain countries or even companies. One study estimated that fossil fuel emissions between 1991 and 2020 caused 28 trillion US dollars in damages worldwide. The more precise these scientific links become, the stronger the legal cases will be. So, even though this ruling isn't legally binding, it's a powerful signal. It tells the world, we see you and we have the evidence. It will echo through climate talks, trade deals, and possibly lawsuits against fossil fuel companies. Once something is recognized as a legal duty, governments and industries start acting differently. The conversation shifts from should we do something to how fast can we do it.